Life is Strange has become synonymous with an exceptional soundtrack, enchanting players with a charmingly curated collection of gentle acoustic guitar, punchy indie rock, and emotional ballads. In today's video, we're going on a musical journey with the Life is Strange series, and discussing just why the soundtracks are so significant to the experience. Spoilers ahead for all Life is Strange games. You have been warned. The music, score, and tracks are supervised by the co-director Raoul Barbey. As the music supervisor, he's in charge of choosing all the licensed tracks of the games he's directed: Life is Strange, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, and Life is Strange 2.
Life is weird.
Let's return to the teenage high school life of Blackwell Academy with Life is Strange. In the first game, the accompanying music became something of legend, with gamers praising the ability to emotionally connect with the scenes and evoke feelings of reminiscence. Dontnod knew from the start that they wanted to have a combination of an original score paired with licensed tracks. The former was composed by Jonathan Morelli from Sid Matters, providing the core feel for the game. The gentle, reflective mood of acoustic guitars and soft piano guides Max through the seemingly sleepy town of Arcadia Bay, as she becomes entwined further and further into its mystery. Acoustic guitars are a focal instrument in the OST, and the indie folk feel reverberates throughout the entire game. You can even find an acoustic guitar in Max's dormitory room, which you can pick up and play whenever you fancy letting your musical juices flow. But given that Life is Strange is centered around the location of a high school, licensed music is used in a diegetic manner, in the same way it would in real life. Dana blasts it out from a stereo in her room as she dances on her bed with glee.
I've never seen Dana this bouncy and happy without a pot of coffee.
The Vortex Club Party blares electronic tracks like Got Well Soon by Breton, just like any typical high school party would. The songs feel real, implanted in the world of Life is Strange, just as they would be in a genuine setting. Even today, the original Life is Strange soundtrack is a firm favourite in my music library, as I'm sure it is for many of you. Reserved for moments such as a long train ride or lonesome walks where I can reflect on my own thoughts, as though I'm Chloe or Max listening to the stereo in their room. It's simply one of those soundtracks that transcends the years and implements itself firmly into the hearts of gamers and music lovers alike.
Welcome home, Max.
Music makes a major comeback in the second installment in the Life is Strange series, Before the Storm, from developers Deck 9 Games. It takes a step back from the high variety of tracks and artists, as UK indie band Daughter wrote a majority of the game's soundtrack, instrumental pieces and all. Vocalist, guitarist, and bassist Elena Tomra had this to say: "I think the script influenced the music and the lyrics. The lyrics were written with Chloe's point of view very much in mind, trying to see the world through her perspective. That was definitely new for me, and I'd say the music was influenced by the script as well. The lyrics mirror the journey of Chloe Price, Before the Storm's main protagonist, who is desperately trying to deal with the loss of her father. When composing the game, Daughter took inspiration from Chloe's multifaceted personality.
No way. I'd rather have my eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
On one hand, she's very aggressive, Tomra said, and on the other, she's incredibly funny and also very caring and emotionally intelligent.
Sometimes, when you meet someone who's going to change your life, you just know it, I guess.
She has very many things that we could then portray through sound.
You're welcome.
Daughter took the approach to utilize different instruments to reflect Chloe's moods. Solemn and slow piano highlights her isolation,
Come on.
whilst reverberating electric guitar shows her anger and rebellion. They were even so meticulous to represent her connection with Rachel Amber through melody.
Your eye looks fabulous.
Where'd you get it done?
Tomra explained that they use a lot of vocal layers, 2 vocal parts in harmony to get the feeling of that, a meeting of 2 women. While the main theme of the soundtrack is undoubtedly grief,
sometimes we need to make more room in our hearts for new people.
And sometimes, when we're incredibly desperate and lonely, we choose the absolute wrong kind of people to let into our hearts. Mom.
it fluctuates with the different scenes of hope, friendship, and happiness, reflecting Chloe's, and many of our, journey through the struggles of life.
You're so dead.
Yeah? How dead?
Hella dead.
Life is Strange 2 continues the tradition of a subtle yet striking soundtrack, which accompanies the trials that Sean and Daniel have to go through whilst on the run. Interestingly, the music evolves as the game goes on, which wasn't done in Life is Strange 1. Each episode has its own distinct feel that reflects the characters, moods, and emotions. Speaking of evolution, the manner in which characters interact with the music in Life is Strange 2 is also advanced. For example, as Sean gets prepped for the Halloween party in episode 1, he turns on the stereo in his room and sings along to the lyrics of A Flip of a Coin by The Streets.
Somewhere behind, a girl in the world is just waiting for a boy.
He drums on his thighs, copying the beats. It embeds the track even more naturally into the story, as this is exactly what a teenager getting ready for a party would be doing. And much like the earlier games, each song complements their scenes in perfect tandem.
That's amazing!
Episode 1's Night Drive with Brody is seamlessly accompanied by Whitney's No Woman, with lyrics that reflect the boys' journey almost word for word. A brief moment of respite for the boys comes at the end of episode 1.
Remember that song? Come on, dance!
If you choose to join Daniel in an epic bed-jumping dance-off, as the player, you can interact with the scene by causing the camera to zoom in and out and shake up and down, the complete antithesis to a moment of calm. Banquet by Block Party thumps through their motel room TV, and although the upbeat drums and guitar make for a great rock-out song, the words fit the situation in that it's all about the fall of innocence. It also fits the wolf motif and includes themes of Esteban's death. The ambience and introspective Red by Mount Wolf plays as we see a montage of the brothers hiking through the snow to reach Beaver Creek in episode 2. Electronic beats and echoey reverb gives the track an almost ethereal sound, and once more, the lyrics complement the situation in unity. Just like the characters' bedrooms, the soundtrack of each game is a reflection of the protagonist. Max was calming, acoustic indie folk. Chloe was a clash of piano with hard drums and guitar, and Sean has more of an electronic vibe. They're all very different people, so it makes sense to have music that reflects their personality. If any of you out there are only watching the series on YouTube, you're massively missing out on a lot of the emotional depth, because the soundtracks have to be muted to avoid copyright strikes. The game and musical impacts can only truly be experienced if you're playing it yourself. So pick it up, pop on some headphones, and get lost in a world of incredible music.
So the morning came and swept the night away, and I was looking for a way to disappear.
Do you have any stories about how the Life is Strange music has affected your life? Which track from the games do you listen to on repeat? Tell us your Life is Strange soundtrack stories in the comments. We would love to read them. And be sure to check out our official Spotify at Official Life is Strange, where we've collated all the licensed music together, so you can listen to them anytime. Take it from me, these playlists are perfect for a train journey. Find the link in the description. This week's comment shoutouts were taken from our Cassidy character profile video. Keep commenting and you might just be in the next shoutout section. Adam says that Life is Strange as a whole is an amazing game. Actually, it's more than a game. It's a life-changing experience. I'm really looking forward to see what happens next in Life is Strange 2. Keep up the awesome work and stay awesome. Mike says, God, I love Cassidy. Such a good character. Andy says, thank you so much for making such beautiful, remarkable, and relatable gaming goodness. This franchise will forever be in my heart. Panzaka says, I want to thank you all so much for creating one of the best experiences I ever had in a video game. I absolutely love the atmosphere, and through the awesome soundtrack, I even discovered my passion for the acoustic guitar. Thank you for watching, please subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I'll see you next time.